MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results, we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on. So the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending National League East champion, Washington Nationals.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, I'm a big fan of what Brian McCann has done for this team lately. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Joe Ross gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Joe Ross. A lot of people know Joe Ross because of his brother, Tyson Ross, who also is a pitcher. Joe Ross quality mix. 95 to 96 miles an hour. Good hard slider and a straight changeup. If he brings the goods, it could be a long night for the opposing team.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Michael Taylor. The ability again to play center field, both corners, to go get the balls in both gaps and have a strong arm.
Leading off for Houston, center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First delivery to him on the way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Tries to dump this one out to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Ross is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Springer gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Popped him up. Zimmerman has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Over to the bag, runner back safely. He's set and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Batting fourth, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. First and second now, one man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Way out in front. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Houston leads this one 1-0. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Charlie Morton has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, Charlie Morton is an interesting guy. Kind of turned his career around a few years ago when he decided to change his arm angle to that of Roy Halladay, the former Blue Jays and Phillies pitcher. Overpowering fastball at times would sink 92 to 95 miles an hour, sweeping slider, and the changeup. The key is he needs that sinker, that 2-seamer, to throw it early on in the strike zone.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
On his way to the plate is the center fielder Adam Eaton to get things started here in the home half of the first. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2. And he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Now batting, Trey Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1. One out, nobody on. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And he just misses with a curveball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a called strike 1. It's 1-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. On the move is Springer. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann.
Leading off for Houston, catcher, Brian McCann.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Murphy calls for it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping up to the plate, Josh Reddick. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. Ready with another 0-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 50.
So stepping in, Charlie Morton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. A changeup over the inside corner. The 1-1. There's a swinging strike on the sinker. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike three anyway, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Digging in, Anthony Rendon.
Leading off for Washington, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
First offering on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Bregman in foul ground. 1 out.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's totaled 4 hits in 24 at-bats. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Reddick. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Zimmerman will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer coming on. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, George Springer. He singled his last time up.
Number 4, George Springer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Ross is 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The 2-2. Just missed with a breaking ball.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or 2.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1-0 the count. Springer aboard here at first with nobody out. Two and 0 now.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Nobody out, runner on first. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Missed with a slider.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a little tapper. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping up now, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2.
Yeah, you take a look at that 2-seamer right there, sinker. It had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Astros leave 1. They lead it 1-0.
Leading off for Washington, catcher, Miguel Montero.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Montero bats left but throws right and stands at .511. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Michael Taylor. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Stepping in now, Joe Ross. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yuli Gurriel. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Gurriel is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Gurriel is retired, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 9.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Two and 1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Into the box now, Brian McCann. As it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Astros 1 and the Nationals nothing. In now is Adam Eaton. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Into the box now, Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. And now Bryce Harper. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Here's the 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. stepping in is Josh Reddick, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Stepping in, Charlie Morton. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Here's George Springer. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there at the knees. Strike 1. Reddick stands at second with 2 gone. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Oh, and this goes right past Montero all the way to the screen. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. In the dirt. Throw goes to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Nationals nothing.
Leading off for the Nationals, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Here's the 0-1. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Murphy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. One out, nobody on. Stays alive, still 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. At the plate, Ryan Zimmerman flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. There is Altuve. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jose Altuve.
First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Fielded by Rendon. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike. grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, first baseman, Julius Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Brian McCann would be next. Gurriel leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now in the box, Miguel Montero. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Popped him up. Bregman shading to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Taylor.
Settling in now, Michael Taylor. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Ground ball left side. Bregman has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Howie Kendrick will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Howie Kendrick.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Nationals Park, it's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary.
Your attention, please.
Called to the bullpen here is the hard-throwing right-hander Joaquin Benoit gets the assignment. Now to the plate, Brian McCann, who was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Brian McCann.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
That's wide, 2-0. Benoit, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Three and 1. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He'll try it again. 3-2. Popped high in the air. Zimmerman is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 50, Charlie Morton.
Striding in for Houston, Charlie Morton. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. To third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. In now is Adam Eaton. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Bases are empty, one man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
The seventh inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Bounce it to the left side. Bregman gloves it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-0. Sean Kelly has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, Sean Kelly.
Now at the plate, George Springer. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk.
Number 4, George.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. And a fastball just a bit up. Kelly, 33 years old. He was a 13th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And another foul ball. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. A look here at our starter comparison. And again, I don't want to be called the jinx, but the number to watch is in that hit column on the left side of your screen. A big 0. Next up for the Astros, Alex Bregman singled home a run in his last time up. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0. In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
And there's ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 3-1. There goes Bregman off of first. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Bregman, the runner at second with one away. Popped him up. Turner backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So with one gone here in the top of the 8th, even the home fans are starting to sense that we could be on the verge of witnessing history as we get a look at our line score here, and you see the big number. No hits for the home team through 7. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Astros leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rendon. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Reddick coming on. Base hit. And the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty V, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Roll, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Comes set and the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. The 1-1. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a time.
Wilmer Defoe will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 1, Wilmer Defoe.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. First pitch on its way. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. From the belt, the pitch. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Miguel Montero. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The left field, number 3, Michael Taylor.
So digging in now, Michael Taylor, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Defoe, the runner at third. Murphy on at second with 2 down. One and one. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2, and he fouls this one off. Got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're on to the 9th now in game number 5. The Astros on top, 2-0. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Wilmer Defoe is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Trevor Gott will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Matt Wieters is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, last time through was a base hit. Here's the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Gott, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is eaten, he gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Marwin Gonzalez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way. Goodness. 0-2 now. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ken Giles comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 53, Ken Giles.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now.
Leading off for Washington, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking pass the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Wieters awaits the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Into the box now, Adam Eaton. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. One out, nobody on. Two and 0 to the National center fielder. Here's the 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Digging in, Trey Turner, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Giles sets. Here's the 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Reddick, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Houston Astros pull ahead 3-2 in this World Series and are now just a single win away from a championship. Charlie Morton gets the W on the mound. Joe Ross struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The Nationals, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 26 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Nationals Park, 41,222. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.